Sasa wewe vile hizo nguo zako ni safi wewe. Asante. But they didn't put it. Again, to the matter. From then until now. Sometimes I might wonder and ask myself why is that happening? And it's not fun to ask yourself. You can ask yourself a lot of questions. And then you wonder if that is intention. So you ask yourself and say, oh, but there is sometimes the love that you show to others, you don't show it back in return. So they say, don't trust too much, don't love too much, don't do everything too much, because too much hurts. So too much. But all in all, everyone is alive, things are going on. So just leave everything in the hands of God. So when they unfold, when they are own. So they unfold on their own. So give it a chance. Give it a chance. Sometimes life gives us whatever we don't expect. What's the difference? Huh? It's really cool. So if I told you that if people didn't believe that thing happened, but you say I think they don't believe until they see. They don't believe until they see. So even when you are showing them, they were saying, I've not yet believed, yani I've not believed that. Now when you show other things, now they accept, they say, oh, it's real. Now you see the importance of pictures. Huh? See the importance of pictures. And you saw the importance of the importance of picture that I took. I told you that remove your shirt. Just take it out. Someone can say that maybe you placed a balloon inside. Just remove it together. So when they see it open, they now believe, oh, this person actually really carried this. But now if you took the picture with the shirt on, they would have said, maybe just a balloon, inflation too. Maybe they just went somewhere, adopted and said that it's there. So again, that picture was just everything. So seeing the picture, they also can picture. So sometimes that life is wild.
But Grandma said that she's just ashamed of herself.
Yeah.
She's ashamed of herself. I also told her that this is the the main place where she was told everything, that is where we met.
Yeah.
Could have just been frank enough just to say that no, with me, Grandma, I'm sorry, my daughter, just forgive me. But I could have said I don't have anything of forgiving you. That the level be shared. But now, ever since, because Grandma was asking me, she called me, and I told her she had never ever called, nobody contact, ever since she had met. That specific day, I'm the one who called her, at least to ask her, how was her journey? Yeah. She has never called me because I don't know if they having some benefits as my phone, my phone, I'm paying it, was under loan, very many things, and yet you find her calling her that people. I don't know, I don't want to. So this we're going to go back and stay to even next year. I don't have plans for that.
You just have to stay where you stay. There's no need of going around.
I told her that I've been there very many times. Yes, I've been there so many years. Stayed there. Anything I can get is abuses, discrimination, very many things. So when I'm now, why should I have to go back there? Why?
That's life. That's what life is. What I know, when the specific time had got now, see, last year was 2024, and today is 2025. Today marks the end of 2025, and we begin a new year 2026. Okay? So in the year 2025, we thank God that whatever thing that we received is a very beautiful blessing that we have longed for several years, but we found it in 2025. That was a year of grace, a year full of favor and mercy from God because of the gift, something that people never thought that one day, one time will happen. And it happened. So you appreciate today, just thanking God, just some few hours to Happy New Year. So to New Year 2026, that several people are longing to have reached that year, but they didn't. Some people have died today. Some people will die in 2 hours' time. Now just appreciate God to give you courage, to give you strength, so that you can see your baby grow. Something that you never thought that one day, one time you will have. Knowing that those that were closer will have helped, and will have something that has long gone. But it was never planned that way. So when you begin a new year,
You're given us money. Your sister told her, no, it's a no 1 month and she has never got told me. I'm also not interested in calling you. Yes, Palika.
say hi to Kalura.
Hi, Kalura. How are you? So called this side, what of those sides? Where are you watching from?
Sometimes I don't know how it is. So people really try hard.
She told me that they can't call you because whatever they expected from you, they haven't achieved their goal. So that is why.
So you say was wondering why was someone saying that I am planning to come, and yet in the first place the person didn't believe. Sometimes they wonder how can you plan to be doing something and yet you don't believe that that thing is there. So what are you planning for? What are you calling people for? I had so and so has given so and so, and now I want to go and visit with gratitude, and yet we didn't believe it in the first place. So that's life. That's human. That's who we are. That's who we are. That's who we are. So right now, people are really happy. People are going back to their homes. People are going to see their parents. People are going to see their moms. People are going to see their dads. Yeah. Not knowing the inner souls of the people that are around them. So it's good. Celebrate Happy New Year with your people back at home. Guys, with us, we are making a family here in YouTube. Hoping that someday, some people that you can rely on. I know there are people who are also outside there looking for families, but with us, we are making ours here on YouTube, believing that everything will be better someday. Because the people that you believe that should be helpful to you are now fighting you with different battles from different sides. So you don't have to believe any other thing. You just have to stay Pastor New here. Whatever we know is that as long as people are still alive, people will come to meet again. People will come to meet again. But for now, for the safety of the baby, the safety of the mom, they need not to be around. We call them grandparents. They need not to be around because there are a lot of challenges in between. So just celebrating New Year over here, not going to the villages, just staying wherever we are. Yes.
Hey guys, I wish you a happy new year, prosperous, full of good things and dreams. Make a good family. I also pray that God will give us strength, be strong as a family, even though the challenges are many, but we love to endure and try to everything. If you believe in Him, all are possible, no matter the situation. All will be possible and all will be good.
Guys, we wish you a happy new year. Whatever you were trying to do in the last year and it didn't work, just try again in the coming year, which is in few hours time. Some people have reached the happy new year, and some people are just few hours to it. Like in China right now, is it 4 p.m.?
Yeah.
I think in China right now it's 9 p.m.
Chantal,
In India, I think it's some hours also to midnight. So guys, you just have to be courageous, face the new year. The things that you are trying to do and didn't work, try them again in next year. If you are longing to have a child, just keep asking to whom you're supposed to ask to. If you believe in God, believe in Him, everything shall be well. The right time, there is always the right time for everything. But keep asking Him what's the right
let
time.
nobody cheat you, false this idea that you cannot have. All is possible. Through Him, all is possible. Believe in Him, trust in Him, and have faith. If you have faith, all is possible, my dear. You can well have. No matter the circumstances, no matter the tears that flow, one day, one time, the tears that flow out of your eyes will come to be a blessing one day. They will come to be good things and a blessing. You'll laugh one day, even if you're crying today. I hope that these just few hours too, the new year, you'll have to laugh.
Happiness comes from within yourself. Don't make people's words make you believe that whatever they're saying, that's what, and that's who you are. Don't allow that.
You're more
Never,
than that.
never, never.
You're strong more than those people.
Never
Be
allow.
the person you are.
Never allow people to judge who you are. Never allow people's words to define who you are. That now you believe whatever they say, that's what it is. It shouldn't be that way. It should be in a different way altogether. Never believe whatever any person is saying to you, that that's who you are. I've seen it here since it began around 2024, around July, where someone gets pregnant, but people never believe when they hear, they say those are sorts of diseases that the person has. That's what people were saying, that those are diseases. Let me just come in front of the camera, because I'm also part of the family of the camera, of this channel. So people believe that the person is not pregnant. People believe that that is something that can never happen, and they think those are diseases. Because the person gets pregnant, now the body begins to the weight loss, the beginning of weight loss in the body. Now that was on the last year, 2024, in July. So the person is pregnant, but no one believes that the person will ever give birth. So the person was also in a comfort zone where she has already believed that whatever people are saying, that's the truth, and that is the truth, and that remains the truth. Now the discrimination, the abuses and everything comes, and then the person decides to take action. And that's around July 2024. Now through God's grace, the person decides and takes the action, and then the pregnancy comes around July 2024. Now the person stays with this pregnancy around the vicinity where people believe that she can never give birth. Now the person is 35 years old and really longing for a family. Now the person gets pregnant at around July 2024. He stays around in the vicinity where people made her believe that she can never get pregnant. So he stays there around from July, August, September, October, November, and no one sees any sign because there is that body loss. Now people believe that maybe she's sick, maybe she has stopped taking the ARVs. That's why she's having the weight loss. So around December, the victim leaves the vicinity where people believe that she can never give birth. Now she comes to a different location. Now she stays. No, before she leaves the vicinity, the legs begin to swell. And people believe that maybe in Africa people believe that those are witchcraft. So she leaves, people saying that, oh, maybe someone has distracted with her, or someone has done something bad to her. But inwardly, the person knows that she is pregnant. Now she comes to a different location. She stays in December, she stays in January, February, March, and in April, on 24th, on 25th, at around 3 a.m., now labor comes. The person goes to the hospital, tries in the first hospital. The first hospital says they can't really help in the childbirth because the pressure, the victim, the pressure begins to increase. Now when the pressure begins to increase, now you have to go to another level of hospital, at least the bigger one, depending on the location where you are. Now the person gets to that hospital at around 4 a.m. Now the hospital begin the processes, and then how do we call it? Admits in the maternity ward at around 6 a.m. They wait, they try,
to manage the pressure, and the pressure comes down. They wait if she can give birth normally. But that does not take place at around 1 p.m. The pressure again begins to increase. The pressure again begins to increase. Now it takes the doctor's time to decide whether to take the person to a CS and give birth through the CS. Now at around 2 p.m. they arrange themselves, they prepare themselves, and then they come back and say someone should put a sign, we put a sign, and they say the person is going to give birth with the CS. Remember the person's age is 35 years old. Now they say due to our age we have waited for so long and this cannot work now. We now need to take her to an operation. Now at around 2 p.m. they prepare themselves, we sign the documents, they take her to the operation room. It was around 2 p.m. The operation took about 3 hours. At around 4, was it around 4? 4, yeah, 4, not exactly 4, but around 4. And now we hear the child cry. We say, oh, the child has come out. Now, when you are in the operation room, you can't really know what is happening to the person that is being operated. So you have to wait for the victim to come back. Happily enough, the victim comes back at around 5:30 p.m. and she is brought back to the maternity ward. She stays there for a week. Everything goes on well. She gives birth, and then after giving birth, she stays in the hospital for a week, and then gets out of the ward and come back to the place that she came from the period of December last year, 2024. Now it's through God's grace that she gave birth, because the victim at 35, she had never given birth, and she believed that she will never give birth because people had proclaimed and said that she will never give birth, she can never give birth. But I want to tell you guys that everything is possible. I want to tell you guys that everything is possible. Everything is possible. There is nothing that is impossible in this world. Once you believe in God and you believe in yourself, everything is possible. What I want to tell you guys, I am really happy because the baby was gotten, the baby is now being raised. So the baby was born around 25th of April. Up to now, the baby is alive, doing well, enjoying the time with the mother. The mother is feeling the motherly love of the baby. But guys, these are things that will have happened back then through the family members. They knew what the problem was, but they never took action because they knew what the problem was at around 2021, but they never took action. So I will tell you guys that in every situation, there is that person that God has placed to help you. Yes, baby, a lot of noise, please. So there is that particular person the Lord has placed to help you in a particular time and in a particular season for a particular thing. So it was not for their family members to help in this. Even during the process, the only person that reached out to the person was the dad. The remaining people, and if you see the history from behind, the victim was really helpful to the other members of the family. But when she had the problem now where she needed the most, the only person that could reach out was the dad. And the other person that she had was the father to the kid that she has now. So guys, just believe, and everything will be fine. I just wanted to motivate someone outside there and tell them that everything is possible with God. If you believe in yourself, everything will be possible. Nimewambia mnapiga kelele, hamsikii? Your base, why don't you get in the house and set oil? Yeah? So I have to tell some kids to lower their voice down. So guys, I just want someone to believe. To me, from last year 2024, I believe that Never let people define you. Never believe what people say. You are the only one that can write your story. You are the only one that can define yourself, not other people. And also, don't trust too much. Don't trust too much the people that you live around. The family members, don't trust too much. Yes, they are good people. Your parents are good people. They made you come back. They made you. God made it possible for you to be alive through them. So you call them your parents. But never share too much. Never believe too much. There are things that they can do that you people will never believe that they can do. So we are preparing for Happy New Year 2026. And I believe that we will make a beautiful family through this YouTube. And we appreciate for you always tuning in and being supportive to us. We hope that coming 2026, we will continue being together as one. So guys, we stopped at a place where I told you that she gave birth, she came back. Now when she came back to the house, nobody knew, but the news break out. When the news break out, different people took it differently. Some people were happy that she gave birth, while some people were sad. So a lot of challenges came here. It was around May this year, 2025. A lot of challenges came in when some people were sad and some people were happy. So even at that juncture, there is no singular day that any family member of ours have decided that let us follow and go and see. Is it really true if this of our child or daughter has given birth? Is it really true? No one really cared to come and ask. They prepared to come around December to visit. But I told them that they will never come. Now today is 31st, and they have believed whatever I've said again, that they have not made it. I remember we met somewhere that was never meant, and it is something that just happened abruptly. We never thought that we could meet the person there. And I was wondering that when we met the person never believed. Even seeing the person carrying the baby, she never believed that actually that was the person that gave birth. So she said, I want some evidence so that I can believe that this person has truly given birth. Now when she was given all that, guys, don't let someone define your life. I end this life by saying because I only took over because Mama was preparing something for the food challenge. Guys, don't let someone define your life. Guys, you can do a lot. You can do a lot. You're greater than whatever the challenge that you go through. Everything will come to an end someday. If there's someone that I'm talking to right now, believe in yourself. To leave you with those few words. Please, please, please. Let's be a beautiful family. Happy New Year. Let me show you the beautiful baby. Let me show you the beautiful baby. Mama, come. Mama, come. So it's really cold, guys. So this is the beautiful baby. This is the beautiful baby. You can see her now. She's a girl. This is the baby. You can see. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We let you go now and say bye-bye. And I hope someday we will share a lot so that when people can also get to believe in themselves and know that everything is possible. Everything is possible. So life has got a lot of challenges, but you have to believe and say that all is well, and you leave the remaining ones to God. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for watching, guys.